was saying, I'm not excusing her, she said it multiple times, but I'm just trying to say, like, at the end of the day, you said what you said, and that's that.
But it's not.
I think it's divided. I had to come alive today because I have to take accountability, right? If I had not come on and I had ignored the situation...
I'm so sorry, Ellie. My inbox is always open if anyone needs to talk.
You're going to get dragged either way because of what you said. Whether you avoid it or you come on live or not, people are going to be upset. People are going to be angry.
Oh, Becca, just seen your join. Do you want to request Becca, love?
You've got to expect that. But you coming on here saying...
Yeah, I've been like that all night, Jessie.
Like, preaching for mental health and saying you're savage and things. You sat here...
Hi, Poker. Hope you're okay.
With the backlash with the
I'm just basically from what I seen last night, because I actually seen the live, and in my opinion, she is taking advice on what her content should be from the wrong people.
Yep.
I know very well how this is going to end, and it isn't going to end well. She hasn't got thick enough skin for it.
No.
She just hasn't. And I do believe, and I don't believe she is a vile, nasty person. I think she's a very impressionable woman that is listening to somebody saying rage baiting's going to get you the content, and she's not strong enough for it.
Yeah, but 100%. I still can't comprehend as a mother, and this is not talking about the little ones because I'm not mentioning them, as a parent, how those words are in your head just as a parent, but as a parent who's saying she's been through it, which I fully admit, screen record, I said I don't believe it. If that can come out of your mouth, I don't believe you've been through it.
I'm not sure myself.
Right? Whether she has or not, I don't care, right? I'm not usually like this with survivors, but I don't give a shit about her, right, after what she said. And yes, I did say it. I hold my hands up. When I say something, I hold my hands up and say it. I did say I don't believe she's been through it, for it to freely come out of her mouth like that. She even knew the girl's backstory, which makes it a million times worse.
I will say it again.
And a couple of commenters as well.
I know I've said it a couple of times, but as a survivor, I'm sorry, I hate that word. As a warrior, we're not survivors, we're warriors. It doesn't sit right with me. People say, I went through it, well, then it teaches you how to protect people and how to look out for other people and how not to affect other survivors in the way that she has.
I've only mentioned in the 5 years I've been on here, my awareness of thinking about DV, I've only mentioned what's happened to me as a child a few times because it does trigger a lot of people, although awareness should be raised on it.
I think it's
myself to talk about. Like when I seen that video, I had to make a video on it, and I was angry and upset. Like
I testified against my user in 2022. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. And when I heard that last night, it was like an electric shock through my body. I thought, who would say that?
Takes you right back.
See, for a mother to come out with those words is worrying. That's not talking about your children. That's talking about you as a parent.
Anyone. Like, we're all here to safeguard any child, let alone, it just doesn't, my head, I can't.
I'm with you, Jazz. I'm exactly the same. I haven't been through any of it, and I would never say anything like that to anybody. Ever.
You could be my worst enemy and I'd still safeguard your child. Do you know what I mean? It's not normal.
And that's what I was saying in the comments to it, and then I got blocked because she was like, don't bring my children. I said, I didn't mention. So I went back on in another account. I said, I did not mention your children. I said, as a mother, as a parent, child actual assault or abuse. As a parent, how is that those words in your head to make the actions, to make the noises, to laugh about it, and then you literally put in the comments, which I screenshot
for herself.
Oh, it's on my. No, it's on my other phone.
No, I agree, JJ. And as much as me and JJ don't get along, I would never, ever, ever bring anyone's kids into any argument. It's not normal behaviour.
No.
They are children. They are innocent.
They're innocent, but it does need reporting to the right authorities.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's different. That's safeguarding the children, Poker. That's
Yeah, you do, Susan.
Oh, bless you. Bless you, Stella.
I just wanted to jump up and just say that even though I wasn't on that live last night, but from your video, because I know that someone mentioned in the comments about checking what she had said, so I didn't want to keep asking what had happened. I even got triggered from just hearing them a few words.
I hated making that video, and I'm not one to put massive trigger warnings on my videos. And, you know, a lot of people get triggered on stupid little words on this app, like really silly words that I just don't understand. But big situations like this, you know, I understand everyone gets triggered by different stuff, but it's very rare I get triggered by anything, and that was horrible. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like
She also
I'm
said it to somebody that's a
19.
survivor of that.
I'm only 19, and I went through it from being 6 to 12.
Bless you.
Bless you.
And then I got in my first DV relationship when I was at least 15, and I didn't get out of that till I was at least 16.
God bless your heart. Person that's
thank
told you
you.
to stay staring, babe.
Because obviously I will be mentioning Scouse today out of respect.
Jojo's not like that.
I didn't think she was like that. So thank you guys for covering this up, because I will be blocking
Yeah,
that
can we just
person.
stay on the Scouse thing and not anything else?
So I will be mentioning Scouse today out of respect, because I think I didn't know she was like this. She follows me. I don't follow her back. I didn't know she was like this. What an absolute vile, disgusting, awful thing to say.
She never used to be. I've known her for 4 years, and I don't know how to make this different now, just in case anyone hasn't. I don't think I can. So on there, if you screenshot, it says, "Hey, so I am laughing faces. I managed to, was it affect half the app and cancel myself laughing faces." So how on earth is she sorry when she put that comment up 17 hours ago? 9 hours ago, sorry.
Wow.
I just
And people had already run lives and done posts.
Quirky, quickly, I was in Jojo's live last night, and she was actually saying you were one of the good ones that brought awareness with facts, not one of.
No, she hasn't been bananas.
Yeah,
She hasn't
I'm gonna message her. I wasn't sure if I'd been twisted.
Yeah, can we go
into
back
this.
to Scouse now and
Go
not
back to Scouse. I will be
Jojo's
covering.
live?
I will be covering it out of respect. I'll have like warnings up and everything. But I didn't know this about her, guys. I knew that there was some sort of thing about her. But what? How do you say that? And for everyone saying that wanting to call social services is wrong and taking it too far, it is absolutely not to say those
No, I'm
things.
sending the video to him. Can I just admit, well, there's 211 people in here, right? She called me out on a live and shouted, I don't want to speak to her because she was in Mary Mouth to Mouth's box last night and said that my trauma didn't happen. I read on a reply comment that she said this had happened to her between the ages of 13 and 18, right? If this had happened to you, Scouse, as a human being, forget being a mother, those words would not have left your mouth, is what I said. And I have said, I said it in my WhatsApp group, I don't believe it happened to you. I admit saying that. If I say something, I will admit to it.
And we all know
no
that,
one I know
Pocos.
who's been through that would say those things and it come out of their mouth. Okay?
For
That's
someone that's
100%
had family members
wow.
go through cancer, and I've got a family member now that is literally currently having an operation on his nose, and I've got a friend that's going for reconstructed bowel surgery because of cervical cancer, and then one of their friends is going through court at the moment because of their child and her ex. I'm not going to go through that, right?
Okay.
And seeing what she said, and once you get on the large platforms like Zach, Alex, Misread, all that lot, you're done. You cancelled yourself by saying that, and
Alex
it
is
has
just as
triggered
bad.
me. And that
Alex
because
just
like
as bad. He said same thing about child yesterday. Exactly the same thing.
What she's done is she's basically needed attention.
Scouse, if you're watching the live, come in. Come in. No, I will mute everyone. I'll turn the comments off.
I am going to drop.
And you can have your
I
say.
will drop because where I'm a male, I'm not kicking off with a female. and I will personally drop.
She can
If
come
you-
in and I will turn the
Please,
comments
if
off
you want
and she
to
can
come in.
mute and whatever.
You're right, Nikki.
Can't pin comments. What?
I'm
won't
going to
come
go,
in.
guys, now because I'm jumping on live. But if any of you guys can nominate a charity, I don't make a lot for my lives, but if you can nominate a charity, anything I do make today, I'm going to donate it to that, and I will double it. So if you could sort that out, Poker, and let me know. I send much love to you, but this woman is awful. Take care, sweethearts. I'll see you later.
See you later, Quadrant.
Yeah.
Well, I just tried to get in her box and I didn't get in, and
Didn't
she
know you
ended.
She kicked me out.
She ended her live. It wasn't bananas.
No, it wasn't.
But I just want to say, I mean, I'm a survivor of child SA. It wasn't through my family. It was something else. But she needs to get some psychiatric help if those thoughts are even in her head.
That's what I was saying to her this morning in the live, Daz. Like, as a mother, and that's not going at your children, or as a human being, but as a mother, how are those thoughts in your head? And then you're writing in comments, you've been through it. No, and I have said, I don't believe it, because why would it come out?
See, as a dad, if someone said that to my daughter, I would be knocking on their door saying, what the hell are you accusing me of? And as a dad to a girl, if someone said that to my daughter, I would be raging that they implied that.
Fairness on my last video, love, if you want to go and see. If anyone wants to see it, it's on my last video.
Yeah, but massive
trigger warning written over it, so please be careful.
It is absolutely sick.
It made me want to scream. And
I didn't know that I only got sent the beginning bit of the part, and then I seen that bit. I got sent that bit, and then Lancashire Queen, bless you, babe.
It's the noises afterwards.
The noises, and then it got worse after that.
The noises in the
Daz, she said other things about adult shops and things.
Oh, I haven't seen that bit. I've only seen the bit where it stopped at the noises.
Yeah, that's all I
said. Something about El Honey.
Yeah, I love Honey. And go and sort
And,
yourself out, don't you?
Anne Summers.
Wow.
Yeah, it was on a
But the
live.
person she said it to was a survivor of child SA.
But what makes
Yeah,
it
she said it on live.
she knew that person was a survivor of that and said it to her.
The thing
I
is,
was the one in the box.
I remember her when she kind of first started, and she
It's
wasn't
on my
right.
page.
And just recently, every time I scroll through and hit her live, as soon as I go in there live, she's been absolutely abhorrent towards someone, and I just scroll straight out because I can't be doing with it.
But Daz, why do people do this though? Like, look. I'm going to mention the green one and all. Look at Alphabet. Look at CLA. As soon as they kick off and say something about abhorrent, they get all the views instantly.
This
and then
is
they
exactly what she's trying to do.
Delete the account personally.
She's trying to make herself a bigger creator by doing the exact same thing. What you just said, exactly the same thing.
100.
Exactly.
She's trying to manipulate the algorithm, but she's doing it in exactly the wrong way. There's CLA kicking off because somebody sent her a bottle of Prosecco, not a bottle of milk, yeah? And then there's what Scouse has just said. They're massively different things.
Yeah, they are, Jojo. They are
100%, but it's the reaction, what they're doing on the live. But what Scouse has done, and I'm not a victim, and I've never been part of this type of thing at all. But for her to even, like Poker's saying, as a parent, and I'm not a parent, but to even have those words come out of your mouth is just...
Yeah, that's what,
it's abhorrent.
Yes.
that's what I've just said. Where do those phrases actually sit in someone's brain for them to come out that easily?
I've got a pretty vile tongue on me, but I would never, ever say anything like that to anybody.
Totally agree there.
Same here.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Two seconds. MG 2.0.2.1. You people are not well in the head. Well, you can always scroll out if you don't like what we're saying.
Wow, if we're not well in the head, I'd rather do
Sorted it. They're gone. Dickhead.
I'd rather share awareness of someone saying vile things on this app.
For
than
anyone
literally let
asking, it's the
them-
last video on my page.
And that's only a part of it. It gets so much worse.
Sums was the girl. Was Sums the girl that
He was
got?
in.
Yeah, they were in focus.
It wasn't connecting.
Scouse's live, weren't they?
Hi.
Yeah.
I was one in the box.
I didn't like Sums. I didn't like what that guy said to you after. He sounded very, very attackful to you.
It was so rude. Everyone was coming at me in the comments trying to say that I was supporting it. As a victim myself, no, I was not. And I'm not a victim of CSA, but obviously SA. And it really, really triggered me. And she was just deflecting.
No, it's on my page, Melanie. There's 3 pinned videos, and it's the first one after the pinned video.
She was just deflecting because a girl came in the box and she was very nasty to this girl. And she turned around. Yeah, you. She turned around and said,
because I am
exactly that already, have I?
And I have 3 sons, and my sons wouldn't behave like that.
Screenshot that and zoom in.
If she
Screenshot
did anything like that, she would never say something like that. And I told her that. And the moment I mentioned her children, if they had been through something like that, she would be in the same boat we are, and we'd all be so disgusted. But she didn't care about that. She went, "Don't mention my children, don't mention my..." So yeah, I lost
we
my
don't
rag
have numbers in the chat.
What she said is so disgusting. I lost my rag. Yeah, I did, and I admit that. I don't care.
She was being so rude to her as well. Like, she just said, imagine that was your children.
That phone number from the chat.
I've done it.
She just said,
screenshot my box. If you screenshot, because it's a bit small, screenshot this and zoom in on it.
I was trying to reason with her in a situation where it was like, I have been through that, so yeah, I can talk on that. And I am going to say what you said is disgusting, and I'm going to call you out, because why shouldn't I? And the moment she didn't like what I was saying, she tried to pull a face, she tried to do the fake crying, and I called her out on it. And she sat there and nodded and stopped doing it. And the moment I mentioned, if that was your children, she lost the rag, so I lost my rag back.
She was trying to make out that Irish Eyes was practically just saying that that's going to happen to her children, when all Irish Eyes said was, imagine that was your children, how would you feel? And she lost the rag about it, and she was just, okay.
Because I'm sure somebody recorded it,
crying,
so let them watch it back and let them see. I said, what if that was your children? So let them watch it.
All that crying, and she thinks it's funny that she's cancelled herself on the app because she's affected half the app. That's her comment.
She hasn't affected
this morning.
She's affected everyone, because when, like I said, as soon as you get misread, Zach and Alex all speaking about you, all your views are going to go up. That's why she stayed live, and that's what I'm personally going to say.
That's exactly what she's done. She's done it to get more views and more followers. Exactly what she's done.
If I said something that vile,
He does have kids, yeah.
And I think Mitzi will probably agree here, I wouldn't go live. I would literally message the person that I said it privately and turn around and say, I'm so sorry this has said this. I'm going to make a video and apologising to you personally.
100%, yeah.
You wouldn't go live and put gifts up.
See, here's the thing, and this is what I think she's done. Like, obviously, she's been taken under the wing of EQ, and she's seen what EQ does, and she's seen how she gets away with saying the things she does. And you know, we all know EQ. She claims to be a character, and she does say some horrible shit. Now, what Scouse has done is she's come in, she's said some horrible shit, but she's not EQ, and she don't handle it like EQ handles it, and she can't be. There's a way of being controversial.
Can't like EQ, but I don't think we can bring EQ into this.
No,
that's true,
we don't know where this is coming from.
True, but
let me tell you something. If say Catherine said to me, "Oh, Shad, to get the views up in your live, go and say this now," I wouldn't do it. Like, yeah. And especially if she's saying she's been through it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
there's a way to be controversial. And then there's the other way. Like, you say some controversial shit and your views go up.
She was just deflecting seriously, like everything.
Saying she's been taken under EQ's wing is a very dangerous thing to say, because
that's all she's worried about.
She should have thought about that before she opened her mouth.
Yeah.
Can I butt
Apparently, she's also mocked SIDS.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Can I butt in for a sec?
Where's this go? You'll have to tag us in it.
I think to say that she's been taken under the wing of EQ is a very dangerous thing to say, because that implies that EQ is somehow involved in this.
Yeah.
She hasn't been taken under the wing of EQ. EQ is not mentoring her. She's probably trying to emulate EQ. But to say that she's under EQ's wing
100%.
is sort of implicating EQ in this. And I think that's something we don't want to be doing.
No. Yeah, I can agree. So yeah, I worded that. I worded that a bit wrong.
herself on EQ, that's for sure. But the EQ's got nothing to do with this at all.
No.
Yeah.
Scouse is trying to be like her because EQ has big numbers and she's funny with things. And I like, there's something's gone on between me and EQ. I won't go into that, but I followed her for years and her FYP is funny and she is changing. She's not as harsh as she used to be. She has said some awful things, but I can't think, just because Scouse bigs EQ up and people think that we can't blame EQ of any of this. I'm sorry, no, I will stand up for EQ there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I wasn't saying that essentially EQ was part of it. I just think she wants to be. She wants to be her.
Yeah, and it's not going to work. There's one EQ and that's it. It's not going to work.
She's just not gone the right way of being controversial. There's some things that you can say and then there's some things you do not say, especially if you're saying that you've been going through it.
Yeah, 100%.
She's just trying to be big and tough and mould herself on those other big creators that have got a big views, but she's going the completely wrong way about it. And do what she's done now is just, there's like, even the others wouldn't have ever done this. So it's like...
Yeah, an Australian girl came on the live saying that she triggered girls from around her area and these girls were trying to yeet themselves, which I found very upsetting. She was just on live just saying, well, what do you want me to do about it? There's nothing I can do about it. I said, well, you've already said it. You apologising is not going to clear the air. You've said it, it's done. And she was like, but I've got trolls and people hating me. I was like, well, that's your own problem. You said
that trolls before this because of how she changed. Do you mean?
And then she was just saying, I didn't think about what I said. I went, if it was once, I'd understand that. It's wrong, but I understand that. You've come on multiple times and said so many controversial things. And then, after you turn around and said these horrible things to these two people, you've then turned around and said that, well, promoted Love Honey.
All this, I never thought about what I was saying. That worries me even more, that you would have those words in your head to say.
It's just a cop-out.
I mean, if someone wants to slate me in the comments, you can call them a funny name. You can look at their profile picture and say, oh, I don't like your glasses, or I don't know, you can make some fun, stupid comments. Never would I ever come out of that. Never.
Wouldn't even go in my head.
She was just saying that she didn't think about what she was saying and then turned around and said, these thoughts
but in that head. She didn't think about what she was saying and that came out of her mouth.
And then she took it further.
As somebody that's supposed to be a survivor.
Let me just rotate some boxes a minute.
And then because somebody said to her, as a victim yourself, you wouldn't say that. If you was a victim, you wouldn't say that. Then she turned around and switched on that person, basically saying that person apparently turned around and said that she has never been through that.
But the thing is, it's like what my family always say: if you break a plate and you apologise for that plate,
I've already received a violation. Where have I received a violation to? Carlos? Where? Will come up on my screen if I have, and if we're having an adult discussion, we're not doing anything wrong.
No.
She also had a gifts on, which I found disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that. If you're going to come on and apologise for something like that, you don't have it of it.
I would just say now, when she was calling me out on her live, because I was in her live, I literally come off her live and I fired up mine and I didn't turn mine off. I'm so sorry, but I don't want gifts. I never want gifts, even when I go live on my own about anything. So please don't send anything.
She didn't turn the gifts off, they were still on, and when multiple people came in the box, people were gifting them, and these people said they don't want them.
Just switching people around. Can I just drop you now, Sam, to put someone else up? Is that okay?
You can drop me if you want.
The thing with, like, and I'm not taking away from what she's done today, but she's done this before, and I don't want to bring up old wounds, particularly because the person's in here. But she's done this before and been called out and does the same old fucking sob story. Same old, but what she's done today is completely different to what was done before. But it's the same routine of hers. Opens her mouth, yaps on, and then has a big cry because she's been called out for it.
The thing with her apology is if you are apologising for what you've said, you do not then go and write in your comments of your own posts what you wrote. And it's not just that one, there is several. And for me, that's not taking accountability. That's laughing in the face of everybody 9 hours ago after you said it.
Yeah. Thinking it's funny.
We've seen one on Pokers just now, Dazza, but I didn't know there was loads more.
There's
the
her
comment
and
says-
somebody else basically laughing all the way through it, thinking that it's funny. And for me, all you're doing is laughing at the people that you've triggered. And let's be honest, it's not a small community because look how big it's blown up.
Yeah.
The comment says, here I am, laughing faces. I've managed to affect half the app and cancel myself, laughing face.
So you're not bothered.
The thing that gets me,
Nothing there
That's
says
the mindset of an unstable person that's got no conscience whatsoever.
There's also somebody in there called...
Natasha,
she's never give a
Don't
fuck about
come in
anybody
here.
else, though.
Don't come in my live, Natasha, right, and put that on me, okay? Do you have any idea, right, how many messages I was going through till 3 a.m. this morning talking to people? Do you have any idea of the conversations in my WhatsApp of the people who have been triggered? No, you don't. So maybe she should have thought about that before she comes out with disgusting things.
And I will just point out, we're not telling everyone to go to her account.
No, I never told anyone to go to it. I tell people to stay away from it.
We're telling what Poker is doing and what everyone is doing in here is making this a safe space for people that have been triggered. And we're not telling people to go there and tell her to do stuff and all that lot. We're not saying
definitely. I don't wish that on anyone ever, no matter what. No matter what you've done in your life, that's not something I would wish. And I even say that about people saying it in Orion's comments, not to be here. No, that is damn right out of order. No one should be saying that to any other human being on this planet. It's not on. That's
we
not
do not
what
wish
I'm about.
anything upon anyone. And personally, like I said, I'd rather her delete the account and reflect on what she's done and maybe stay off TikTok.
I am Pixie, and I will be sending the video recording. She's been threatened in her latest video, though.
Thank you, Cassie. My pleasure.
Hey, Poker.
Hey, babe, you alright?
No, not really. I mean, that video, it really, really triggered me what she said, because my own mother abused me when I was 9 years old. My mother made me take pictures of her in...
Be careful what you're saying, Lancashire Queen.
Sorry, my mum made me take pictures to send to guys in prison for her.
Oh, my God. Trigger warning, guys.
And that video made me cry. It brought me to tears, Poker.
Bless you.
She has no idea what she's done.
No, she doesn't. But we were in Mary Mouth to Mouth Live, and
she does know what she's done. She does know. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's not stupid.
I think she knew what she was doing when she said it.
I do as well.
But I still, I haven't come across anyone who can explain how another adult can have those words in their head. I don't get it.
Well, there's only one explanation.
Because
how
that's
you would
the
have
way
those
she
words in your
thinks.
head.
Right, I'm just going to say I think I'm actually the longest standing person that she's trolled, because when she started on this app, she's trolled me since then. So I was a couple of years ago, I was attacked in my home by a man. He climbed in through my window, come upstairs in my home and attacked me in my house. This all happened on a live stream. My child was there, and ever since I was attacked, I left that house and I was living day to day, trying to live in hotels. I wasn't going back to the home because the guy lived next door but one to me. She invalidated all of that. Wow. She went after me and my children. I was in a very hard, difficult situation, trying to live day by day with my children.
I was going through court. She's repeatedly rang social services on me, rang the police on me. Her and a group of friends have come after me. She's had full accounts, videos after videos of me. She's made up lies about my 15-year-old lad, which now still go around the app and are spoken about by trolls. The woman doesn't stop. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's a vile, vile person.
Wow, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I've known her 5 years on this app and I've never seen this side of her. She's hid it very well from me.
This has been going on for a very, very long time for me, and I've been in some situations like feeling, very, very extremely low and at a low point in my life, to be kicked while I was already at a low point and down, and for her to have a group of people to come after me every day was vile. The way she doesn't care about people, she only cares about herself and the views that she's getting on this app and the attention. I've got some of my followers in here now, and they'll totally vouch for everything what she's done to me.
Oh, I believe you, honey.
I know it's a very emotive subject and people want to get their stories across, but please be careful of the words you're using.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself banned because of this, because you'll take.
I've already had one account banned. It don't bother me. I have multiple accounts.
Please just be careful of what you're saying. Don't get yourself banned.
Scouse Slayer we're talking about. She does love the views. And it's not, do you know what? I would, when I go live, I have about 10, 15 people in my life and we have a great little gig and a great laugh. I don't like big numbers like this. Maybe because I'm angry, it's not bothering me, the numbers, because usually I get scared and I shake. But I like it like that way, and I could never say anything controversial to get my numbers up. I'd rather be supportive of people and get my numbers up that way. I don't even care if there's one person in my life. Like, I don't understand all this views shit. Do you know what I mean? And I don't understand saying these vile things to get attention, because it does you no good. Like, look at her crying this morning. I would imagine it has affected her, like the hate she's getting on the app this morning, 100%. So, but the tears didn't look that real to me. But why would you want to bring this on yourself constantly? Like, I just don't get it. And I don't get, as a mother, like, my brain, sorry to repeat myself, my brain, as someone who's been through this, my brain can't comprehend how someone can just come out with that so freely. Why is those words in your head to make the sound? And she's saying, I didn't mean it as child essay. Like, if you're telling someone to go and do it to their parents, that's what it is. It doesn't matter if the person
that's
is
because you have a train of thought, and you only think things because your brain goes that way, and I believe there is no control in it. So the way that she said these things is because her brain thinks about that. Like us, we can't understand it because we don't think that way, but she can. She does think that way, and I think a lot of what she does is projecting who she is onto everybody else on the app.
Even if I'd never been through it, I still could never say those words.
It's
No,
quite
me
funny
neither.
that a few days ago,
Nobody of friends are though.
She was on about hypocrisy, and I find it very hypocritical that she comes on having an opinion on everybody else, other people's parenting, and yet comes out with something so sickening. Not just vile, sickening as that. For anybody to think that way is the lowest of the low in my book. And then to be in her comments less than an hour later, putting, I said sorry and I won't say it again, and then laughing about it. I'm sorry, no.
She's not sorry.
No, you've no idea. You've no idea the pain, the hurt, the flashbacks, any of that. You've no idea what damage you've done.
The people asking what did Scouse do, go and look at Poker's latest video. Not the pinned ones, but the one after the pinned ones.
I'd just like to publicly apologise for what she said and what she's hurt, how many people she's hurt. It's absolute. I just don't understand any human being with any empathy or anything, and especially being a parent, can say these things. And everyone who's been affected, my heart goes out to you, and my DMs are open. I will get back to you. Like, I was messaging so many people last night. I will get back to you, I promise you. Like, please don't any of you do anything stupid over this. Like, do anything to yourself, please. Like, there's a lot of us you can talk to. Like, I just can't believe she can come on and sit there and cry and just, sorry, and then flick her eyes to the side and, sorry, I try to keep it.
Everyone asking what she said that's so bad. We're not going to say it in the chat because it may trigger too many people.
Just go and watch the video that's on
go and have a look at
Poker's
Poker's video.
Yeah, it's not. You can't be repeated in here. It's that horrendous. It's that horrendous. Like I've said, I've got a sharp tongue on me, and I'll attack someone as quick as anybody else. But
it's
on the
wall on this account.
It's the first video on this account, on Poker's
I've got
account.
3 pinned videos, and there's the next one then on there. It says massive trigger warning on it.
But what I'd like to say is everyone going on about her crying. I'd just like to say, what crying? There was no crying.
She was forcing.
It was very, 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 very bad acting. And the only thing she's remorseful for is that the app's turned against her.
Yeah, there are numerous helplines. I must say, people have been in my DMs asking me how I've dealt with it all my life, and I've explained my story and how, like, the counselling I've had. Does the flashbacks go away? No, it doesn't. Do you live with it every day? Yes, you do. I can't help you as a counsellor. I can talk to you in DMs, but I'm not qualified to help you in this area. I've been through it and can chat to you. But if you're feeling really, really bad, there is so many helplines out there, and please ring them. Like, please. It is nobody. It is a life sentence. It is. You just don't get it unless you do it. I could literally be back. The amount of times since I've heard that video of Scouse, and I've been back in my parents' bedroom, like, she does not understand what she's done to people.
Poker, please do not apologise for her. This is not on you.
No, but the amount of people who be affected is horrendous.
I know, sweet, but this is not on you, and you do not need to apologise for anything.
This is not your cross to bear.
Exactly that.
You know, she's done it, not you.
Because I love helping people, but I just can't get to everyone, and I'm not qualified to help any of you. I wish I was.
I'm pretty sure any one of us in these boxes are there for anyone who needs to reach out as well. And I say that on behalf. I don't even know half the people in the boxes. I know some. I'm 100% sure anyone that's in this live as well. If anyone needs anyone, reach out, please. Poker, take a minute.
Yeah, go get yourself a cup of tea or a glass of water and have 5 minutes.
This isn't on you, sweetheart.
I just also want to point out, if anyone is triggered, please go and speak to someone like Samaritans and that lot. They are fucking brilliant. And I know I shouldn't swear, but they are really brilliant.
They are. Jojo in the comments is really good as well. She's really good with talking to people. I know a few people won't be able to because obviously they are affected. Just reach out. Don't sit on this by yourself, please. Helplines are out there.
Yeah. And like I said, my DMs are open and I will reply to you. But like I said, I'm literally not qualified to help you. And I don't want you all to be, the people who are in my DMs don't want you to be like so traumatized by this that you do something. So if you are, please ring someone who is qualified. I'm not saying don't message me. You can continue messaging me. That's fine. But I don't want
advice.
Yeah, I can just give you advice on how I deal with stuff and whatever, but I can't be a counsellor for you. I can talk to you and we can help each other, but some people will need to reach out for like special help, and that's don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed.
Out there.
There we go. Survivor Trust is an amazing helpline. Yeah, please don't ever be ashamed. It's not your fault it happened to you, because there is a lot of embarrassment around it, and it's not your fault it happened to you.
Right, Poker. Don't make me WhatsApp you and tell you off. Go and take 5 minutes, please.
Come on, girl. I'm going to call you.
All right, I love you all. Thank you for joining my live. Please, anyone who's triggered, please reach out for help. Please. Thank you for joining. And Jojo's going live tonight to talk about this if you want to follow her. So speak to you all later. Bye, everyone.
Jojo's got me blocked, so I won't be seeing that one.
See you later.